just a great place to be.
Hey,
4th of July, you know, shooting
absolutely.
the fireworks
Yeah,
out of the
yeah,
bay
oh
and
yeah.
And but it's really miserable.
Yeah, I know, in the summertime, yeah.
All right, John, we're ready to rock and roll here.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Welcome to Dallas.
Thank you. It's great to be back. I spent a lot of time in Dallas, actually, doing different things in my career. So it's great to be doing this.
Have you ever been in a musical in
No,
Dallas
no,
before?
no. So this is quite an experience. 2 weeks doing Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, and I'm having a blast. We're having a blast. The whole cast is having a blast, and it's such a great show. So, well, as you know, it's such a beautiful theme and great music, and here we are.
Of course, you're not new to musicals because you have been on Broadway in Greece and some other shows as well.
Yeah, cabaret. We did cabaret. I did cabaret last year in New York, and I'm exercising some in my career. I'm exercising the desire to get into theater more and more. I did it while I was going to college, even though I have the 2 degrees in music. But I always did some light operators, some musical reviews while I was in school and after I graduated. And so acting and the whole theatrical experience for me has always been attached to things that I wanted to do. Of course, my career went in a different direction because of my recording career. But it's been a blast doing these shows. And Joseph, what can I say? It's just it's a dream to be able to sing the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice. And it's such a light-hearted comedy, and for the whole family, I'm having a ball doing this.
The songs you sing in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, if you were to put them into a cabaret act, would you sing them differently than you're singing them in the show?
Probably, yeah. In fact, I just finished doing a jazz album. It should be out early next year, and I did one of the songs that I did in cabaret. I Don't Care Much, and I definitely, because of my recording career, that I take it to the level of the way that I envision the song, especially after you sing it night after night on stage, the way that I envision it on a recording. And I would, if given the opportunity, and I'm more likely than not I will, I'm going to do Close Every Door in one of my recordings, which is one of the songs from Joseph, and definitely kind of flip it to make it something that I would put in one of my records.
Do you have to kind of forewarn the conductor that you might do that?
Well, you know what? Luckily, Michael Biaggi, which is the music director of the show, he's been very kind enough, and Norbert, the director of the show, very kind enough to allow me certain freedoms for me to do what I do, but still within the character, of course, and within the value and the quality of what the song is all about.
You have 2 degrees, a bachelor's and a master's. When you were getting the master's, were you working toward what, teaching or what?
I was, no, performance was always my focus. But I was given the opportunity to get a graduate degree and given the opportunity to teach as well. I was a graduate assistant, so at the same time that I was going to school, I was teaching as well at the University of Miami. And but I was a teacher for a while when I graduated. I taught almost close to 5 years at a community college in Miami. Teaching is very dear to my heart. Education is very dear to my heart. I'm a big believer in education, and always been a spokesperson for education. And this directly and indirectly, I think, is the reason that I've had the success that I've had. People that I've met, my colleagues, co-writers, producers. I met Emilio Estefan, Gloria Estefan through colleagues of mine at the university. So in many ways, it was a big influence to me.
It seems like a higher source had a plan for you, and it just kind of
pushing
you.
I know, and just definitely guiding me and taking me by the hand to take me to where I am right now. But I've been blessed. You know, I've been very, very lucky. And I've done it in a way that I've always wanted to do it, which is in baby steps, and develop my career little by little. I was a songwriter and a producer and arranger and background vocalist for close to 5 years before my first album came out, working with Gloria Estefan and Emilio Estefan, her husband, and we still work together. We still do things together 18 years later. So I'm still having a ball doing that, but my theatrical acting career is something that means a lot to me at this point, and I'm having a great time working at that craft, and an opportunity to work with some great people, great people.
It's called Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dream Coat. Tell me about the Dream Coat.
The Dream Coat. How about that Dream Coat? Full of colors and full of so many patterns. Well, you know, Joseph he's a very gifted man, and but with a lot of growing up to do as well, and of course a lot of family issues between him and his brothers, but that's where I guess the Dream Coat fits in a very fantasy-like atmosphere, of course, very lighthearted, and of course when you see the show, you see that at the same time that there's a message and a moral to the story, it's all tied in with just tremendous comedic, comedic story that is just beautiful, and it's sure for the whole family, and kids will laugh from the beginning to the end. Everybody will. But that Dream Coat, that multicolor, Technicolor Dream Coat is quite a coat. Quite a coat when you see it on stage. It's very nice, very impressive.
What is it like to wear the Dream Coat?
Oh, see, putting on that coat, it brings a story to that fantasy world, and there's children in the show. Over 50 kids will be a part of this production, and they're intertwined with the show from beginning to end. So they're always on stage. So you kind of the Technicolor Dream Coat aspect of it, and having the coat on, and being a part of the show, it adds to the flavor of what it is to see the show through kids' eyes, and you get that feeling because you get to see the children on stage as well. So you get that dual the fourth wall of seeing the show through children's eyes is a big part of it, and of course when you see them on stage and you see me have the coat on, it brings forth that fantasy-like atmosphere.
Did it take some getting used to wearing the coat?
Yeah, and I wore different coats, different stages in the show, but it's beautiful, and it's a beautiful coat, and with that, again, with that specific, very childlike, I guess, childlike view attached to it.
Joseph, of course, has 11 brothers.
Mm-hmm.
How many siblings do you have?
I'm an only child.
Are you really?
I'm an only child, so I'm a father of two. My daughter is 5 years old. My son is 2 years old, Michaela and little John. But I'm an only child myself, so it's a blessing at this point, I guess, to already have a larger family than the way that I was brought up. But yeah, I don't think hopefully I didn't miss much, being an only child when I was growing up. But it's great to have, especially this show brings forth such a strong family type of unity between the cast, the children, and of course the theme of the show itself.
Are your parents musical?
My parents are somewhat musical, my father especially, and I had an aunt in Cuba. I was born in Cuba. That was a singer, a professional singer, and I think I got it from them. I think I got the bug to be a performer from them. But I'm the only one, I guess, at this stage of the game that has gone forth to really make a career in music. I left Cuba when I was very young, so I don't remember my aunt. I remember what she was all about, but I know that, and from talking to my parents and other family members, that I carry her spirit. But we'll see. My daughter is giving me hints already of maybe my 5-year-old, Michaela, of maybe wanting to be of wanting to sing. I don't know. We'll see.
Is it okay with you if
Absolutely.
they go for a professional career?
If that's what she wants to do, I'll support her 100%.
And what about your wife? Is she musical?
No, but I met her through, she was assistant to the president of my manager's company. So she knows the business. So she was behind the scenes, and that's how we met, actually.
You've got the perfect setup, John.
It looks like, yeah. You know what? I've been blessed with a pretty good outline of everything that I've been able to accomplish, and thank God, a wonderful family.
A wife who knows how to read those contracts and the fine print.
Yeah, she knows the business pretty well. Yeah.
That's great. Well, John, it's just wonderful having you in Dallas, and
Oh, thank you.
so look forward to seeing you as Joseph in the amazing Technicolor
Well,
Dreamcoat.
thank you for having me on the show. It's great to be here.
He's going to bring the camera around.
Right.
I have to I just fight it. At least the eyes are not watering today as much. Okay, here we go. John, if you were to sing in a cabaret act the songs that you sing in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, would you sing them differently?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Do you give the conductor a little warning about all that?
They give me a little bit.
Joseph has 11 brothers. How many siblings do you have?
I'm actually an only child.
Really?
Youngest.
When you were working on your master's degree, did you have in mind that you would teach or what?
Yeah, I taught for a long time, close to 5 years.
There are a number of local children in this production. What is it like working with the children?
Oh, it's a wonderful experience. It's so beautiful.
Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat is not your initial stage experience. You've done what?
3 shows. This is my 3rd show now. I'm having a great time.
Do you see yourself concentrating more and more on stage musicals?
I think from this one forward, it's going to be a dual thing.
Let's see what else. Did it take some getting used to wearing the dream coat?
It's a beautiful dream coat, full of colors.
What is the significance of the dream coat?
It's a very fantasy-like atmosphere to it because of the kids.
Now, just talk about anything.
It's going to be a wonderful 2 weeks. I can't believe that we're going to actually be here that long. Usually, I don't know. It's the first time that I'm actually doing a touring show, so to be in one place for this amount of time is going to be fun. Just settled in for settling in the U.S.
Can actually unpack the bags.
Absolutely. Have a life for a couple of weeks. It's fun.
Okay, that'll do it. Thank you, Victor.